Greetings to all in creation, ARCHEA Aurora, and we're dealing with a November 6th shenanigans since it's a month into my birthday, guys. My power number is today, Friday the 6th, and the main topic on the table right now is a huge immediate need to amend the Constitution, because I know a lot of people out there are trying to prove at court that I have mental problems, etc. But in truth, I am prime creator, first fractal consciousness. So you can call it an ego gullible, dumb blonde. You can call me many things, truly, But in fact, I am to the T. Like, I am a scholar, and you can call me a geek nerd, okay? And I came to this nation fresh as a, grown Phoenician who have, for eons now, made boats out of our cedar tree and conquered all the world in our highest levels of work ethics and creatorhood, in having created the first alphabet and the first letter, like the letter zero, and the current numerology numbers used in Lebanon is the Indian one. It's not the Phoenix numbers. So that is something also to note. Now, on separate topics and regarding the Constitution, so how first people fell in anti-Christ behaviors was when they decided to use me as, a mock doll, or like mock tuna salad, the mock tuna in every granary, in order to divide power into three. Now, I work for God. I don't care about money or what anybody thinks of me. And this nation is founded on the gospel. So every election, every courthouse, they swear on the gospel to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us God. It's on every dollar. God bless America. And in God we trust. Like, those are the mottos of this nation, right? But believe me, okay, you want to call me stupid? Do as you please. I have nothing to stand for. I don't have an ego mind. I don't live in duality. So anything you try to use on me could not work, because not only did I get enlightened in 2009, as soon as I landed, I got love lighted in 2016. That's a personal process. So then they tried to apply the Constitution on my love light and enlightenment, but it turned to huge losses and tower moments for everyone, because they don't get how I don't function on their vibration, but I never will. So when I first arrived in my study towards becoming American, because as you see, I'm a scholar and a nerd and a geek, right? So I had to study every little part of America before deciding. And since it says in the Constitution that all religions are kosher here, freedom of religion, I took it upon myself to exert my constitutional rights in embracing every single possible religion, from the atheist to the non-atheist to the one God, meaning Judeo-Christianity, Islam, versus Hinduism, Buddhism, even I dabbled into everything, and all the Greek mythology, Babylonians, the Sumerians, there's nothing I did not leave untouched under the sun. Then I went straight for Islam, and that's when they gave me Tabrawi Dima, and that was a lot of work. So now for you guys to think that I'm gonna just allow some little girl to make pretend she's Tabrawi Dima to leave Hilton Head and go, that's never going to lead to unity consciousness, never. So I cannot do this at all. Dream on. I cannot allow any ounce of wrong action, not under any sun, not as long as not only I'm alive, but even after my passing, I will always be in service to God. I am Jesus's fire, God's fire. So I did all the religions, and then I was shifted to Islam. They gave me Tabrawi Dima for a green card. And then next thing you know, now there's a girl under Tabrawi Dima who wanted to keep that, to keep the check, and me like leave tomorrow for the Dima Tabrawi thing. Now I'm not sure if Colorado wanted to return Aurora Diamond Rainbow to me now that I won every grade and I had Amber expelled from her position because she turned out to be a fraud. You know, they also wanted me to like just turn a blind eye on wrong action here on Hilton World and make pretend that I can write over all my timelines of having lived here. But unfortunately for everyone, I got served my covenant on these shores, so I cannot do that by any right under the sun. And all I'm doing now is correcting the Floridian octave, because it's true my driver license is Floridian and my green card is Floridian too. Now, why Florida chose to give me Dima Tabrawi and Tabrawi Dima, that in itself is schizophrenia. So there is something wrong with the state of Florida to be addressed right now. As for the rest of it, you know, now that like I'm sworn to Jesus because I got baptized again and he gave me my ARCHEA awakening and baptism name, and then he gave me the morning star, and I cannot turn a blind eye on any of it. I cannot go to Colorado as Aurora Diamond Rainbow because I also got my morning star, and I cannot leave a girl here who never got her morning star to be Aurora Morning Star. That would be harmful. So now legally, under the old constitution, since I gave a surgery in Florida in Ocala to Silver Springs, who were the ones who ignited the Tabrawi Dima thing for the, you know, Iranian backup, but I called Saudi mosque because I have a church in Saudi. Aurora's church is Saudi, Poland, and Hawaii. So if you think about things rationally now, Love is One is not allowed in Hawaii. So Love is One definitely is not Aurora because Amber is fake. You got kicked out of Hawaii because she's not me, okay? You cannot go there. Now they're trying to issue like music from Saudi, you know, also, but Saudi is my church. It's my church, and I already served as a Muslim for many, many years, and as a Hinduist, as a Buddhist, as a Christian, as a Judaist founder from Tiberias, etc. So now that I gave Silver Springs a session, I have two husbands. One married Tabrawi Dima, one married Dima Tabrawi. They're both me. Now by Islamic Sharia, I have the right to 4 husbands. If I want to help all my Islamic sisters who have been taken advantage of for years now by, you know, being one amongst 4 other wives. So if, you know, provided like I got visions that Russell's my baby daddy, and I'm already married to Stephen and to Jonah, and Andrew's the first one to have received Aurora Diamond Rainbow, and so I already have, you know, exceeded maybe the number of legal husbands by Islam. And I've already married the Torah God, David, and I've already lived with Hashem, and I've met in person the leader of Islam. He wanted to marry me. He says, are you my wife or my slave? So I'm a goddess, and in 6A and beyond, we have no attachments and no titles. And, you know, none of that can work. So in the old paradigm constitution, the way you set me up, now I'm setting you right back up, all of you. What do you have to say to that? So, you know, when we do amend the constitution, no matter how this is going to turn, either I will get more than one husband and I will have a new godhead, like, you know, heaven on earth, and I will steal from the Islam how they turned it around on me. Because I gave him a session. I gave you a session, Muhammad Ribat. And he told me he was shifting a lot after his session. So now all Islam will have to admit that I am Allah. La ilaha illallah wa Muhammad abduhu wa rasuluh. You are my slave and my prophet, Muhammad. You will be held accountable for your session. Tell all your Islamist people that they have been praying for me. Because it's mine. You can't take what's mine away from me. That's the secret. I am Allah, and I am God's fire, and I am the secret of Judaism. I created Judaism, and the Elohim turned their face on me. They're like, no, we don't want to hear you. We're going to do an experiment because we're very advanced in cloning techniques because we are Zion. I'm like, you can't turn my love around on me. They're like, watch us. I'm like, okay, I've been watching. So they got another girl as me, but what has that done? There has been no final events. There has been only misery on the grids, pain and suffering extreme. The climate isn't regulated. We're not all back to soul's service and purpose. We're not all united as one planet, Earth, equal heart. So are we going to amend the Constitution now under only Jesus Christ and remove, the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the President, like division of power? Or we're going to accept to have more than a president now and, rule the world. Either way, I am goddess. La ilaha illallah, ana Allah. I am goddess, that's it. God is a woman. It all comes together. It's a puzzle. So we shall see. I give this up to Jesus Christ.